boys and girls, Teacher Laura here. Welcome back to Second Circle. Today we are going to read the book, The Greedy Python. That's the title. The author is Richard Buckley and the illustrator is Eric Carle. The illustrator draws the pictures for us so that we can see what the story is all about, and the author writes the story. This is the front cover, this is the spine, and this is the back cover. All right, boys and girls, we know that we have vocabulary words, and those words, as I read, you'll be hearing those words. So you know what they mean. Yesterday we went over the vocabulary words and their meanings. Today we're going to go over the words. We have python. Python is a large herbivorous snake. Greedy. Greedy is to be selfish and intense desire for something and just don't want to share. And jungle, it's an area of land that's in the islands and snakes live there. Appetite is a desire to eat. You have a big appetite and you just want to eat everything all up. And gobbled is to eat large amounts of food and just gobble it all up, right? And don't even stop to breathe. Okay, boys and girls, we are going to start to read the book. I'm going to open up the first, actually it's not the first page, but there's a little slip cover here, and it tells us about the greedy python. The greedy python eats everything. It's just a little snip of the book. It tells you what it's going to be about. So it tells you that the greedy python eats everything from a mouse to an elephant, something small and something huge. Nothing is too big for the snake, but what happens when he eats too greedy? When he gets too greedy for his own good? We are going to find out. All right, let's turn the page. And we are going to start on the very first page, boys and girls. And remember, when we read from left to right. All right, we're going to start with the first word. And it's the giant snake was very, very strong and very, very, very long. He had a big, huge appetite. There's our vocabulary word. His belly stretched from left to right. Whew, that means he was really stretching himself big. He quickly gobbled in one bite all animals that came in sight. A mouse that hurried to no fro, a frog that jumped up from below. And this story also, boys and girls, if you noticed, we have words that sound the same at the end, and those are called what? You're right, they're called rhymes. A bat that hung from its left toe, a fish that swam a bit too slow, a bird that flew a bit too low. Oh no, what happened if he was flying too low? Who do you think went and snapped him up? You're right. A porcupine still half asleep, a monkey who was in mid-leap, swinging from the trees. Uh-oh, the python snatched him. A leopard sitting in a tree, a buffalo who came to see. You wanted to know what happened. An elephant complete with trunk was swallowed in a single chunk. I'm too big for you, he cried. No, you're not, the snake replied. I know you're hearing the words that rhyme. At last the python's meal was done, and he lay resting in the sun. The animals inside of him began to jump and fly and swim around there in his belly. Uh-oh, what do you think happened to the python? Do you think it felt good in there in his tummy? And when they all began to kick, the snake began to feel quite sick. He coughed the whole lot up again. Each one of them, and there were 10. Uh-oh, they all began to jump and jiggle and wiggle inside. So I'm sure the python was not feeling good at all. So he soon felt better. What is more, he was hungrier than before. He had not learned a single thing. His greed was quite astonishing. Uh-oh. That python didn't learn a lesson, did he? No, I don't think so. He saw his own tail, long and curved, and throughout that lunch was being served. He closed his jaws on his own rear, then swallowed hard. He began to swallow himself. Very good. He thought it was another snake. And he was over there at the end. The tail came over and he went, oh, and swallowed himself and disappeared. Even the sun looked puzzled. What did he just do to himself? What do you think, boys and girls? We will talk it over when we see each other at our Zoom meeting on Friday, and let me know what you think, what that sun was thinking of, all right? And what were you thinking of too? Great story and great listeners. See you tomorrow, boys and girls. Bye.